Go for it.
Okay, so start off with the vendors and products table.
This is just to schedule. This to frame it. This is to fill out the spreadsheet of companies and contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so if it's tenant management software they're looking for, I will go into the job function because that's what tenant management is. Okay, let me do this. Come on, there we go. And I will say it contains tenant management. Okay, and add the filter. I will then go to the business type and I will choose everything that has B2B in the first row. And B2B is the first thing that comes up. And I will add those all in. I will also add in everything that has both on the first row and just ignore anything that has no tags or unknown. Get answer. So it's showing 310 rows. So what I want to do next is I want to see everything that has an email. So email is not empty. Okay, so that's going to be a list there. All you need is domain, name, and email. So we're going to close these all out because it's just going to be unnecessary info. Okay, I'm going to press done. So that is that list. Okay, and what you can do then is download it into a CSV. And I'm just going to do this and talk you through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Open up Google Drive, and I'll get.
Yeah, just do it roughly for now. It's fine. Yeah. And this relates to the tender process that we've.
Yeah. So this will show you. What I do is then I put those all into a tab, okay, and then I will start a second tab. And I will go back in here and I will change this to email is empty. Right. Okay. I will get the answer for that. And I will download those into a CSV. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put those into the second sheet. So email empty. You actually don't need the domain for the one that has email. So these email empties, we need to find these emails. So how we're going to do that is on Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go to Hunter, and I'll make sure that you have the login, and we're going to go to bulks, and we're going to go to domain search, and you're going to add new bulk, and we'll put in tenant management, or whatever you want to name it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to select a file. And I'm not going to do this because once I do this, it uses up all our credits. And I don't want to do that unnecessarily. We're going to select a file, put your file in, and then it'll show you which row you want to use, and you'll select the domain. And then you'll press upload, and it'll upload. And then all you have to do is once it's found them all, you download it. And that'll give you the list of emails.
Yeah.
And what you're going to do is when you find the emails, and you've created your type form, and you know how to use YAM, do you?
Yeah.
So obviously save it as a draft, and then start your mail merge. So that's that part of it.
And just to be clear, this is when you're logged in as Tender, because that's where the account upgrade on YAM is. Yes.
Yeah. So as Tender. Do you want me to talk you through the type form stuff?
Yeah, just in case.
Okay. So if I'm creating a type form, I am going to do a new one here. So new type form login. So you'll see all the past type forms. This is the one we're doing for Andrew at the minute. It has
Okay, can you just
11
make sure I've got that in your tender details in terms of password and username? I haven't got Eddie's Hunter password.
Okay,
Oh, I've
yeah,
got
I need
type form.
to do
I've
that.
got type form. Cool.
I need that. So this is the one that I've started doing for Timmy. I haven't finished it, but I'm going to show you. So I always go to new type form, start from scratch. We're going to just put in here a test. It doesn't matter which one of these you select. I think it's just for their records.
Yeah.
Ask your first question. So what I always do is a welcome screen. We are...
That's the first one with the Unisu logo on it and all that lot, right?
Yeah, and you can add the logo in, so test, and that'll be your intro screen, and then ask a new question. So you're obviously they'll be different. So for tenant management, I would say there's some you can have that they can reply in long text or yes or no. So do you provide?
Yeah, so that's cool. That's all relatively straightforward. So I'll get all that bit.
And I put in there, just remember to put an option for them to add their name and email address, because we have no record. If we don't do that and they send this in, we don't know where it's come from. So I have that in the processes. You need to say in one of the questions, what is your company name and email address?
Okay.
And obviously then when you're finished with it, you can share it. You just go to share when you've completed the whole thing, and there'll be like a URL along here.
Yeah. Okay.
And stick that into the email. So obviously then, once all the emails go out, the only problem is at the minute, we're sending everything from Tender at Unisu. I still haven't finished sending all the emails for Andrew because we're on a limit every day. So it's 1,500 a day. So I have to send those out, and I'm going to have to then, at the weekend, try and send some of Timmy's out, and then.
Why was that? Because his was there were so many.
Yeah, Otherwise, these other ones will only have a few hundred. It's not so that usually isn't a problem. So I'll get you the email for Hunter. That's the type form. Again, make sure the company's.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. That looks all good. I'm just going to stop it.
So what I was talking about with this, so that we keep the type form inbox sort of organized, Eddie told me that I could create like a filter. So it's supposed to pull, so anything that in the subject has this code is pulled into here. So this is for Andrews. So as you can see, any I've sent out at the end of the description, in the subject, I have code. So like this is for Andrews. So the next one will be T0014B, and then I'll have T0014C, and then if you do one while I'm away, it'll be T0014E. Whatever it is, and it just means they're all pulled into the appropriate folders. You see, when you do send the mail and it all comes in failed to send, I'm just dragging them into this backlog folder, and at some point we'll get someone to go in and check if these companies are still active or if we've got the right contact details.
Yeah. Okay.
What else did I put there? I put that opt-out emails. I've had a few people saying unsubscribe. Which obviously we have to honour the fact that they don't want to be involved. So I just go into the back end and put this.
Back end as in the API?
Yeah, as in the API, I go into the back end and put do not contact at GDPR. Eddie said use something like that in their email, just so that we know not to do that. If they reply and they're saying, hi, look, I've received this, but I haven't filled it in because we don't provide this. I've put this, hi, thanks for letting me know. I actually, just so you know a bit more about us, I work for Unisu, blah, blah, blah. If someone fills out a tender, probably best to wait till the very end and send a mail merge. I just say, thanks, we've passed your details on to our client. We're from Unisu. Here's a link to your company. let me know if you want a demo kind of a thing, or let me know if you want any help or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if someone